thank you. Welcome to ESPN College Football, presented by Ram Trucks. You guys just mentioned it. The ACC finish line is starting to come into view on the first weekend of Pac-12 football. The Big Ten is 3 weeks deep. Everybody else is closing in on that yellow tape past mid-season as Miami wears their Stormtrooper whites today, trying to get a win and guarantee themselves a pickup of a game in the loss column on somebody. Whether it's Clemson or Notre Dame, they play tomorrow night. Somebody's going to have to take a loss in that game. And so we'll see if Miami can make itself a contender. Top two goes to the ACC title game in Charlotte this year with no divisions. Jason Benetti, Andre Ware, welcome into our homes. Marty Smith is down on the sideline. And the headline, the A1 today, is that Brevin Jordan will not be available once again for Miami. Manny Diaz, beginning of the week, said he would be, and he was healthy. He's unavailable, Andre.
Yeah, he's a big-time weapon that they're going to miss. He can really stretch the field. Kind of a wide receiver in a tight end's body. Excellent catch radius. But they've got another good one in Will Mallory that averages over 20 yards per catch, about 3 touchdown passes this year. They won't lack productivity at the tight end position with Mallory in the lineup.
And they have a quarterback who I know you know very well, a transfer from Houston, De'Ara King, and you've mined his video for some great throws.
Yeah, he's a big-time leader. I had a chance to go back, watch all the film, and really get his best 3 throws, in my opinion, this year as a Hurricane. He's going to hold the safeties here on a short roll, eyes down the field, 3 defenders around. He wins with the throw. Where the placement of the ball is why this play is successful. Come back, he's going to hold the safety, knowing he's got the slot receiver working in the middle of the field, the weakness of the defense, and the throw protects the defender so he doesn't take, the offensive player, so he doesn't take a big shot in here. Going to hold the safety, knowing all along he's going to the corner route, and watch the placement of the ball to the outside, allowing Mike Hartley to make a big play down the field.
So we'll watch De'Ara King all night long for Miami. NC State very likely will play 2 quarterbacks. Bailey Hockman scheduled to be the starter. Ben Finley, who played well against North Carolina, likely to throw. But they are both leading an offense that has been dynamite, big play-wise, Andre.
Yeah, an explosive offense, Jason, that makes big play after big play. The guys make plays. Receivers, tight ends, backs, 19 plays of over 30 yards or more. That's 10th best in the country. They get production, as I mentioned, from the receivers, Messi. They get it from the tight ends, Angeline, and then Bam Knight out of the backfield making plays. He's hard to bring down. They get explosive plays across the board.
And Messi's got a bunch of those. Miami has won the toss. They will defer to NC State, so the Wolfpack will have the ball first. Both teams off a bye. And we are underway from Carter Finley Stadium. Holliston on the return and down inside the 25-yard line. Bailey Hockman, the starting quarterback for NC State. The question is, how many snaps will he get? But meet Bailey Hockman. He's from Powder Springs, Georgia, the high school powerhouse at McEachern, where his dad, Kyle, was his head coach. Bailey Hockman was a redshirt at FSU in 2017 for the Seminoles. He transferred to NC State. He makes his 6th career start tonight. And the one thing to look out for him is his decisiveness, say his coaches. When he's getting the ball out, he's playing very well. Hockman to throw on first down, and the lefty is on target to Devin Carter. Second down and short.
You see Tim Beck give him an easy throw, a nice quick out, so that he builds on that confidence. He can play with confidence, just trusting himself. Playing with confidence is what Tim Beck's looking for from his quarterback, Bailey Hockman.
First run of the ball game for NC State gets him a first down. It is Ricky Person Jr. back from the concussion, and NC State moves the sticks on a gain of 6.
Yeah, and watch this tempo that NC State operates with. They get a first down. They want to press the gas. Person and Knight, the 2 backs, are outstanding.
This is Person with a crease off the left-hand side, and it's a gain of 9 on first down for NC State.
Miami giving up 150 yards per game on the ground is exactly where Tim Beck has chosen to go. They throw once on first down, come back, run the football twice. And that's really one of the strengths of this offense. Person and Knight in the backfield.
You see middle of the road defense in terms of the rush as Person is driven back. That was the middle linebacker, Bradley Jennings Jr. to stop him.
He's coming off a major hip injury, the same that Tua really faced, and they are glad to have him back and close to 100%.
They did give him the first down, so they will move the chains on that run. He did just get enough, and Hockman will throw on first down. He sends it on its way, and he's got a seam ball to the 31-yard line, and Mecca Emezi. Gain of 33. We told you big plays are coming.
Excellent read by the quarterback. Just going to hold the safety, and it's just a release in terms of man-to-man coverage. You got to beat man-to-man when you play Miami, and NC State off to an absolute fantastic start on offense. Doing a nice job, Jason, of mixing both the run and the pass, just enough to keep the Hurricanes off balance.
Opening drive of the ball game, some pre-snap motion. They will throw it back for Hockman. He's got the catch with a convoy in front of him, and it's a touchdown. Bailey Hockman from Thayer Thomas, and NC State has 64 yards on the last 2 plays.
What a block by Ikem Ekwonu, the left tackle, out in space. And they told us he was nasty, very physical, just a pure dog at left tackle. When we get a chance to go back and look at this, number 79 in space. Oh my goodness, what a block. That's the block that freed up Bailey Hockman to basically pave his way to the end zone.
Extra point is good. Miami's got a fight on its hands. 7-0 NC State.
Big guy working in space. Boy, you love to see that. And then all the big grunts over on the sideline talking about it. So they've had a good laugh or two.
They deserve it every once in a while, right?
No
I mean,
doubt.
the big guys. Eric King is the man in charge of the steering wheel for the Miami Hurricanes, who will open with Cameron Harris in the backfield. And King scanning, loads at time. He looks for Harris, and he's got him. And Cameron Harris, who's trying to prove something today after his carries dwindled in the last game against Virginia, has 6 yards. But Eric King, you've got to know him in his time at Houston, Andre.
Yeah, he is a competitive young man, takes care of the football, only 14 interceptions in his entire career.
King is undercut. 3rd down coming up as we say hi to Marty Smith.
Good evening, gentlemen. Miami is 5-1, so that means the U is back, right? Pump the brakes, says Hurricanes head coach Manny Diaz. Diaz told me this week that they've had a tendency to look too big picture rather than focusing on the opponent directly before him. And he said, as a result, quote, we've gotten really good at getting our asses kicked. Tonight, they must focus on NC State rather than getting to be 6-1.
This is a big play for them early in the ball game to Cameron Harris, and he's very close to the line to gain. But Marty, people have been saying it year after year. Is the U back? They recruit locally. They have a lot of pride here, and they're down 7-0 early, Andre.
Yeah, and I think Cameron Harris is just going to be just shy of the first down marker. So it's a decision for Manny Diaz right away.
They're going to go for it, and he will get it. De'Aaron King kept the football, and down the sideline he goes. It's a first down and then some. De'Aaron King with a late decision to hang on, and it was the smart one, gain of 44.
Yes, he did, because he had a linebacker creeping down. It's actually a safety, Tanner Engel, creeping down to take away the back. And De'Aaron King talked about it this week, about keeping the ball more to help the offensive running game.
Harris back in. King throws, and he's got a touchdown. It's the tight end, Will Mallory, filling in for Brevin Jordan, and Miami responds in kind.
All the kid does is catch touchdowns. Every other pass that he's caught pretty much on the average has been a touchdown reception. Now sneak him out underneath the handoff, and the timing is perfect. 8 receptions on the year for Mallory. 4 of them have gone for touchdowns.
Turned him into Chris Carter there. All he does is catch touchdown. Where's Boomer? Jose Borregales for the extra point, which has not been a guarantee on Friday night this year in major spots. 7-7. 7's not going to do it tonight. Awful news a couple of weeks ago for NC State. The beloved mascot, the live mascot, Tuffy 2, passed away after a battle with a heart condition. It was the second Tuffy mascot since NC State reintroduced a live mascot in 2010. It had been 40 years since they had a live mascot, but Tuffy 2 has passed away, but well loved across the state of North Carolina with NC State fans. And the Wolfpack, it seems, will not select the Tuffy 3, so the memory reverberates of their beloved live mascot. We've gone 7-7 in less than 6 minutes on Friday night this week. It took 45 points last Friday between Minnesota and Maryland, and 7-7 your score. If I see you in a backyard football game, I'll remember that. Pressure on Hockman, and he has to unload to the sideline, and this is incomplete. I got a question for you. I want to know what makes a good hard count, Andre.
Well, it's voice inflection. It's knowing when to do it so the defense doesn't see it coming. You've seen a lot of it across the NFL with stadiums that are, the crowd doesn't really affect the road team, so it's kind of open season with that, and it's a good tool to have. If you can do it, it takes a little bit of practice. It takes some commitment to it. A lot of guys are shy, and they just kind of go through the cadence, but if you really bark it out, you can get a defensive lineman to jump.
After a play, maybe you can blow our audience's ears out. Hockman ready to throw. Pressure coming late, and he gets it away. He's got Kerry Angeline across the 40-yard line, the tight end, with a first down on a gain of 24.
Yeah, we felt like tight ends would be the story of the evening. Brevin Jordan, we thought he would play. He's out. Mallory is already on the scoreboard, and now Angeline getting himself involved for NC State. Well, he is a fantastic, sure-handed option for Bailey Hockman.
He's got 13 catches now. 5 have been touchdowns this year. As Rooks in motion. Hockman, decisive throw again, and he has Emezi clanging off at tacklers down to the 15-yard line. That was a bullet, and he saw it the whole way, Hockman did.
Oh, explosive plays. 12 yards or more in the passing game, and they've had a couple of those already. Emezi averages 16 yards per reception.
Bam Knight through to the car wash for a gain of about 4. I told you off the top we would likely see 2 quarterbacks. Maybe not if Bailey Hockman keeps doing this.
You know who Bam Knight reminds me of?
Who's that?
Frank Gore. That's who he reminds me of. He is going to play pro football. That's in my opinion. He is going to play on Sundays. Tough, fast enough, and hard to bring down.
Well, we saw Frank Gore's cousin earlier, Gilbert Frierson. Yeah, isn't that amazing? You turn on an NFL game, you're like, Frank Gore is still playing. Hockman feeling the pressure. That's batted in the air, and it is incomplete.
Boy, lucky. He had 2 of those last week against North Carolina that worked. He was not as lucky on. Stayed in the air a little bit longer, and a couple of defenders ran under him for interception. So that's just, he can breathe a sigh of relief and continue on, but last week, not so lucky.
These are exceptional defensive ends. They both got a hand on the ball there, Roche and Phillips. 3rd down for Hockman. Pressure coming again to the sideline, some contact, and a great adjustment for the touchdown. Devin Carter with magician's hands.
What you love about the catch is he doesn't tip the defensive back to that side. It's just at the last second, and guys practice this all the time. The hands at the end. Don't tip the DB, and then just stick them out there, let it fall in. Boy, that's good work. A red zone threat. He beats DJ Ivy to the corner of the end zone. At 6'4", 216, you gotta believe that Carter's an option.
Hey, Bailey Hockman's playing some A-level football right now for NC State. 14-7 Wolfpack. This is an awesome start. Some brilliant quarterbacking so far from Hockman and from King, as Miami will have it on the return, and spinning down is Jalen Knighton, the freshman, across the 25. Special young man playing quarterback for Miami with so much in his heart. And his mom watching him play once again as De'Aaron King goes down the sideline, and some foot contact. It is incomplete. Jaheim Battle on the coverage of Pope.
Iron meeting iron, because De'Aaron King wants to go deep. NC State told us this week that they thought that was a shortcoming in his game, the deep ball. So they were going to play man-to-man. They were going to see and force De'Aaron King to beat them playing quarterback from the pocket.
He's only put on tape one game where the deep ball was really a major asset, and it was that last game when they eked by Virginia 19-14. Ton of time again. He got it away before the pressure got there, and Harley's dropped to set up a third down. But you look at the deep balls in the first 5 games compared to that game against Virginia, and it's a major difference, Andre.
6 of 29 for 205, and then last week, that was the first 5 games of the season. And last week against Virginia, as you mentioned, he was almost perfect. 6 of 7, 187 yards. And that's passes of 20 yards or more. So started out the first 5 games, were hard searching through the film to find the big plays in the passing game.
Blitz coming, incomplete, and a flag comes in. Tony Gibson said he was going to be aggressive in this game. There it was, and we'll see if King got hit
Personal
late.
Foul, roughing the passer, defense, number 52, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
It's C.J. Clark.
And went a little bit high on De'Aaron King, but Tony Gibson told us on third down, we get to third down, we're going to bring the house. And he is true to his word, just a little bit late in doing so, and really didn't have to. C.J. Clark really didn't have to initiate any kind of contact. There wasn't a receiver in the area of where King was going with the football.
You like the call, Andre?
I do like the call.
So run into the line. It's the freshman Jalen Knighton. And second down for Miami.
And Rhett's going to have Rhett Lastly, the offensive coordinator at Miami. He's going to have to change it up a little bit on first down. All of a sudden, you're getting a lot of bodies around the line of scrimmage in this 3-3-5 look that are playing run defense on first down. Got to mix it up, throw a couple of passes, hitches, whatever it is, but we've got to change up from running on first down.
I see the linebackers presenting basically a 5-man front as they hit on a quick slant. This is D. Wiggins, and it's third down Miami.
And he spread the ball around last week against Virginia. Hartley with 10 catches over 170 yards, and Wiggins had 3. So what they're going to have to do, keep NC State off balance.
King out into the flat and changing direction. Mark Pope for a first down for Miami right around the 40.
There's another receiver that had 3 catches last week. You start doing that as a quarterback, then all of a sudden the defensive coordinator, Tony Gibson, he doesn't know where he's going to be hit. You get everybody in the offense involved.
How about that 11 yards per play for NC State? We told you big plays were coming. We didn't know that big, that consistently. King down the middle wants one of his own, and it's batted away at the last moment. Jaheim Battle got in there.
At his first career interception earlier this year against Virginia, and just played this one perfectly. Pope got behind him, but the makeup speed and just timed it just right to get his hands on the football, or a hand on the football rather.
Cecil Powell is in for Battle on second down for Miami in the all-white jerseys tonight. Rush of 5 down the sideline. It's on target for a touchdown. D. Wiggins.
Well, what you like as a quarterback is to be challenged. And when somebody says that, hey, you can't do this, to go out and prove it on the field. Deep ball has been, and De'Aaron King has taken his shots tonight. All you have to do, Jason, is hit on a couple of those. You get a couple of one-on-one matchups, and all of a sudden you're going to start seeing a lot of zone coverage because they know you can go over the top and they don't want to give up big plays in a hurry.
How does that affect the aggressiveness that we expected from Tony Gibson?
Oh, it'll change it. All of a sudden you're going to see more zone coverage, and they'll get out of man-to-man. One more like that, and certainly it's going to change.
Borregales' extra point is good. It's a quicker offensive line than in the past, and they are playing without John Campbell Jr. He's unavailable tonight, the left tackle, so Zion Nelson's checked in as they will try to get an onside kick recovered. Miami has a pile of players there, and let's see. It is Miami football. Wow, Manny Diaz and the Hurricanes play make it, take it in the first quarter.
It looks like Robert Burns comes out of the pile with the football. Clear recovery by Robert Burns. And this is just so well done. Right off one of the NC State players, and Burns is there to recover.
As we have a wonderful game so far. A lot of energy. 14 all at Carter Finley. Miami and NC State after one quarter were tied at 14. Marty Smith on the sideline. Andre Ware, Jason Benetti, our Friday night crew. We thank you for joining us in a huge game for the Hurricanes tonight. Harris jostled and no gain. Penalties have been an issue at points this year, about 80 penalty yards a game for NC State, and this one prolongs a drive for the Hurricanes.
You take first downs any way you can get them. If they're gifted, that makes them all the more better, and they're allowed to keep playing.
A lot of pre-snap motion tonight, and King with the throw to Harley to set up third down. Robert Nees, the Athletic, had a very nice piece about pre-snap motion in the NFL this year and how much more we've seen on Sundays. We've seen a lot of it in this game.
Well, Harris has got to watch himself. He was ejected for targeting versus Duke and was a little late to arrive in that previous play.
Oh, there's King slicing through and out of bounds at the 20-yard line. First down, Miami.
And you see Harris again. So that's 3 plays in a row in which the ball has found its way to the third level of the NC State defense. Big plays are starting to happen.
King launches on first down and drops it into the corner beautifully. Mike Harley at the edge of the end zone. Brilliance. Up the stairs he goes.
What a throw. That dropped out of the sky like one of Russell Wilson's passes that you watch him launch in situations like this. Excellent air under the football, away from the defender, and you're just throwing it to the back pylon, trying to land it in between the pylon and the receiver. And what a throw. That's just perfect. Perfect execution.
Thought he was going to do the Bo Jackson with stairs and just run out of the arena. Mike Harley, who was a West Virginia commit and spent some time at WVU while Tony Gibson, NC State's defensive coordinator, was there, so they're very familiar with each other. And Harley gets a win there as De'Aaron King has 3 touchdowns and 4 incompletions this Friday night, Andre.
He is playing at a high level. He has been challenged because he's seeing a lot of man-to-man, and they are challenging him to throw the deep ball because of that graphic we showed earlier where he was 6 of 29 in the first 5 games of passes 20 yards or more. They wanted to challenge him, and he has more than met the challenge tonight.
And they've got 21 points in less than 17 minutes. So no onside kick this time. First and 10 for the 25. Hockman drops it down for Angeline. And he's got 10 on a first down grab.
We're talking about Hockman's high school career, coached by his dad, but over 9,000 passing yards and 94 touchdowns. So familiar with the passing game.
Whole family has football running through its genealogy. Grandfather Ken is an Ohio high school coaching Hall of Famer. He passed down the family business to Bailey's dad, Kyle, you're talking about, and now Bailey at his second ACC school. Hockman on the roll. Hockman across his body. Hockman's got a first down past the 50. It's Porter Rooks, the freshman out of Charlotte.
And you start to see what Tim Beck talked to us about, the confidence, the trust. When he's playing that way, he's as good as anybody. It's when you get in his head a little bit as a defense, maybe force him to get off his throwing point a little bit.
And Bam Knight gets him another one on a gain of 11.
And Bam Knight comes right back after NC State picks up the first down with a dynamic run. He's a special player.
All-time leading rusher at Southern Nash High School, same school as Julius Peppers. As Hockman throws another short pass, and a nice job defensively by Frierson there on the catch by Person, 2nd and 9.
It's a great play by Frierson, and you see Person in there with a nice reception, but Frierson in the open field. And he's had a couple tonight where he's been just one-on-one and he's made the play, and that's all you're asked to do. It seems like that's what he should be doing. It's not that easy all the time.
Hockman design run off the motion, and he's not going to get much of anything. It's 3rd down coming up as Sam Brooks Jr. and Amari Carter got in there. 3rd down for NC State.
See how Blake Baker, the defensive coordinator for Miami, chooses to play here. He and Manny Diaz, known for their aggressive defenses, some speed, and they feel really good about the corners, Blades and Ivy. They may dial up a little pressure here on 3rd and medium. Safety over the top. You got the guy on the slot that might come.
Frierson again dancing at the line, and he will rush. Hockman is sacked. He's dropped. Jalen Phillips, the UCLA transfer.
And a really good-looking athlete, 6'5", 266. You talk about the two ends. He's able to come inside of a nice little game with a defensive tackle, goes out, he comes underneath, and he's able to get himself home. Just enough eyeballs out on the edges where he's able to make his way to the quarterback.
He's at 42 yards now for Christopher Dunn off the loss of 6 in Miami. Antsy at the line all night long, does get back, and Dunn shoots it on through. So one of the leading scorers in NC State history in the top 10 with now 253 career points. Makes it a 4-point game in the first half. Yeah, points galore so far, 38 total points. We've seen the receivers now get into the picture here after a lot of tight end work early on. Did you ever think of your favorite tight end to throw to, by the way?
Yeah, Rodney Holman, who came over after a long career with the Cincinnati Bengals. I think he had 25 or so receptions. I looked at the stats, but he was just a good veteran teammate to have around. Had a fine career.
It's amazing how the tight end position has changed over the course of time as this return will come from the end zone, and it's Jalen Knighton with a flag down. He's across the 30-yard line. King with the fake, and he throws down the middle. He's got Mallory again. It's a first down. Ball came out late, but he had already put it away, and he was down at the 48.
Boy, you talk about operating at a high level. D'Eriq King is doing that tonight. Spreading the ball around the edges. When he's given one-on-one situations, he's attacked them with confidence. And then when he needs to work underneath to the tight ends, or to the tight end, Will Mallory, he's been able to throw that one with accuracy as well. What a night he's having.
Savion Jackson for NC State didn't know whether or not he was supposed to be on the field, and it turns out okay for Tony Gibson's defense, but there was an emergency there for the moment on the 1-yard gain from Knighton. Here's all under Rhett Lashley, and talking to Manny Diaz, he feels like they're at a point where they're growing more and more, and they're getting closer to doing that thing where they finish each other's sentences and have a good cohesion for what they have. Harris, again, a very strong block. This guy comes back and makes the tackle, but Cameron Harris is talking about his playing time and frustration with it. He has blocked very well tonight for Miami, and you got to believe that's going to get him more run.
And no doubt about it. And you want the unselfish things from players where you're blocking all the dirty work that you don't see, the normal eye doesn't see with the coaching staff. When they go back and evaluate the film, they see that type of effort. And it's rewarded with playing time and carries.
See how aggressive NC State is here. 3rd and 11.
I think they want to come again. You see guys creeping up. Remember, they start in just a 3-man front, all snaps.
King is driven back. It was a wall of black jerseys, including Savion Jackson. 4th down.
Yeah, they play zone coverage with their 3-3-5 look to just kind of keep eyes on D'Eriq King. And they told us, Tony Gibson told us that one of the spies would be Peyton Wilson, and they would also use Drake Thomas and Isaiah Moore in different situations.
Headley on the roll and the punt for Miami, and this goes into the end zone. And he's brought some heat on Hockman, and this run on 1st down is Person down the sideline, still tight-roping. Person inside the 35. Oh, goodness, what a job on the perimeter to stay in bounds at the edge of the cliff. It's a gain of 38 as Bolden missed a tackle.
The explosive plays come in many ways for this NC State offense. The passing game, and certainly Person and Knight can bring it in the running game.
As it's 1st down and a run for NC State. Our former colleague Alex Cora back managing the Red Sox as of today in the Major League Baseball Friday news dump.
About this drive that NC State's put together. I mean, yeah, they stalled for a little bit, a couple of punts, and here they come again. You know, attacking, big, explosive plays. And I think Hockman's getting ready to see a blitz here by the Hurricanes, trying to adjust things to protect himself where the blitz is coming from field side, and one-on-one down at the bottom.
He changed into a run, so I want to go through his mind there. He decided on run. What's he seeing at the line?
Maybe thought that the blitzer was so wide that he'd be able to slip Knight underneath, and if the offensive line did its job and just give him a crease of daylight, he'd be off and into the end zone because there wasn't a 3rd-level player there.
Like he did almost have that crease as it's 3rd and 4 for NC State. Hockman to throw. Hockman down the middle, touchdown. It's Angeline, the tight end. There is a flag down on the play. We'll check the marker.
There's no foul for roughing the passer. Result of the play is a touchdown.
That's his 6th touchdown reception. And you talk about attacking the weakness of a defense. 2 safeties. The middle of the field is the weak part of that coverage. And once Angeline got himself behind the secondary player, it could have been a nickel. The ball was already in the air, so you don't really even have a chance as a defender to make a break on the football. Just well timed and well executed. Great first half in terms of quarterback play.
545 total yards in 30 minutes. 24-21. Matt Berry in the studio. Take it away, Berry. Carter Finley Stadium tonight. NC State and Miami decided by 3 points in the first half. Miami needs it to stay in the ACC title game race. And we have big plays, cloudbursts everywhere, Andre Ware.
Yeah, just explosive plays the entire first half of this game. I mean, just guys, both teams going up and down the field. Just one play, one big play after another in the first half of this one.
Gill kicks it away. Knighton to receive. He'll take it from a couple yards deep. And Jalen Knighton, the freshman, out to the 22-yard line. Here's the tail of the tape after round one. Ooh.
How close that is. 5 plays of 20 yards or more, both teams. And you see the yards and then the production at the bottom. It's getting it done, my friend.
Yeah, we'll see who has more of them here in the second half, as Miami will have it first from the 22. Jet sweep action, and Harley gain a 1. We'll check in with Marty on the sideline.
Jason, I talked to Dave Doran as he exited the locker room and asked him what his message was to his team. Basically, stay the course. He said, I thought we played our tails off. We have to make some plays in coverage. We dared De'Aaron King to beat us in the air, and he did beat us in the air. He said, we're stopping the run really well. Got to keep doing that. And then he looked at me and goes, man, isn't this fun? I love how intense this one is. That is Dave Doran, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, the guy loves football.
Yeah, he loves to compete. Absolutely loves it.
We saw Mallory, the tight end for Miami, pick up 15 on that gravel pop pass over the top. And first down for King. Ton of time. King to the sideline, and right at the boundary, he's got a grab for the slot receiver, Pope.
They love to run Pope on double moves. He's really good in that area, and it's really starting to break out. The coaches told me that they feel like he's really close to breaking out.
Adam out of Miami Southridge. Principal Humberto Moret's got to be happy with that catch. First down for De'Aaron King. And he's got Harley at the 37-yard line. So second down coming up, and Harley's hurt. As they will run it, and Cameron Harris on that carry. First down and then some down to the 20.
Excellent job by the offensive line. The guys up front, Clark, Nelson, Gaynor on that left side to free up Cameron Harris.
He gets fed again and zigzagging. He ends up with a gain of 6 on what looked like it was going to be stonewalled at the line.
This is where your offensive line can really make a difference in a game, where they just start to kind of lean on that defensive front.
You got Harris in rhythm, and he's submarined by Isaiah Moore, who was injured in the first half and now back. Third down.
I would expect Tony Gibson here, especially early, 3rd and 5, crowd the line of scrimmage. You may take the chances again, but gotta be smart and cover on the back end and not interfere with the receiver. All these bodies in the box, they're coming.
They'll roll King. Wanted to stop and throw back, and King is dropped. Tyler Baker-Williams, the nickel man, with the stop, and it's 4th down.
That was their game plan coming in. was to crowd the line of scrimmage, third, medium, and long, and bring pressure, and they bring it. We had about at least 7 coming, maybe an 8 coming at De'Aaron King, and he can't outrun all those guys dressed in black.
A lot of mad helmets coming at him as Borregales sets up for a 36-yarder. He's missed just once so far this year. And Borregales slides it through to make it 24-all Miami and NC State. And again, Marty on the sideline.
Jason, you noted all the obstacles these teams are facing nationwide with COVID-19 and all the protocols that are involved. Manny Diaz told us this week, this year, every day is game day. Every day there are real-life problems to manage, personal issues that players are dealing with. We knew it would be a very challenging year, and the team capable of adapting quickly could have a great year. And he said it's been that way since March.
First down run. This is Bam Knight, and second down coming up. I mean, we've talked to enough coordinators as well already this year who've said that recruiting, especially next year, the class that's coming in a couple of years, who you haven't seen in person, you basically have to recruit within the radius of maybe even 15 miles within your campus.
Yeah,
to do it right.
You can't bring them into camps. You obviously can't have the camps to invite kids to on campus and things of that sort. So it's going to be tough.
With Marty's report there, we're going to have t-shirts that say kickers are receivers too. Bailey Hockman fading back. He throws for Bam Knight, who's out of bounds across the 40-yard line. It'll be third and medium for NC State in black.
He's a good player, does it all. Protects. Obviously can run with the ball, and you see there the hands out of the backfield. Complete back at 5'11", 206, just a sophomore, Bam Knight.
Mentioned in the first half, the all-time leading rusher at Southern Nash High School, same high school as famed Carolina defensive end Julius Peppers, who was also great on the basketball court. Third down for Hockman. Miami rushes right up the middle. Hockman feels it and goes down the left sideline, and he's got Emezi. Emeka Emezi against Al Blades Jr. in a first down, NC State.
The guy that just lives at the facility. 20 hours, nothing for Emeka Emezi. And does a nice job working against Blades, arguably Miami's best cover man. And that ball is thrown perfectly where Emezi can have a chance to go up and wrestle it out of the air.
First down run is stuffed at the line. Emeka Emezi, whose parents came to the U.S. from Nigeria. Emeka told us this week that he had planned to go visit there. COVID-19 happened, so he had to cancel his trip, but he's never been to his parents' home country. But Emeka Emezi, a very talented player on the outside for NC State.
Came in with 145 career receptions. He said he just watches film over and over and just trying to get himself better. He'll get to the facility and he's already got somebody feeding him, balls out of the jug machine.
Hockman. Bailey Hockman on the run, and he is bucked down at the 10-yard line. First down for NC State. Keontre Smith had to track him down.
A solid protection. Phillips gets loose after a while, but a nice job of recognizing what's in front of you and pulling it down, making a nice play.
Bam Knight right up the zipper, trying to reach, and he's down at the 1-yard line.
You see what I'm talking about in terms of how hard he runs and how hard he is to bring down. And this guy runs with great pad level, good body lean, and just the strength.
He's called Bam for a reason. Touchdown, NC State.
Makes that one look easy. Excellent job, and they run behind Iguanu on that left side. You want to have a guy pave the way and make it look easy. Run behind big number 79.
Boy, his name's not Fizzle, okay? His name is Bam, so he better run hard. And he did to set up his own touchdown.
I tell you what, I mentioned this earlier, just enjoyed this week watching him on film and having him do his thing. I mean, he really pops out.
Like the old Batman live action series. Bam! Pow! Touchdown. NC State 31-24. Mr. Wolf went into the student union and said, "You got a medium?" Doing some push-ups tonight. My goodness, 31-24. NC State with the lead. Upset alert for Miami with just one loss to Clemson. And Bam Knight with a touchdown. So NC State out of halftime has taken a 7-point lead, and this is a return for Harley from deep in the end zone. Harley with some gumption to take it out. There is a flag down. A windshield wiper step there from Cameron Harris. Nice run to set up second down. He's a shifty guy in the backfield, Andre.
Yeah. 5'10", 210 pounds and strong. Was pushing trucks with people in it in the offseason.
It doesn't sound like a hobby that most people pick up, but pushing trucks with people inside is something that Cameron Harris certainly will do. You ever do that?
No. I don't even like the squat rack anymore. Looking for leg press. Keep my back in toes so I can play a little golf.
Third down on the run. Harris leans forward and a muscular run that time. First down, Miami.
A good drive in response to what NC State was able to do when they had the football the first possession of the second half. And now here comes Miami right back down the field.
Oh, no. These are not skinny jeans, Benetti. No. These are very skinny suit pants. Oh,
that's what I'm saying. You got the suit pants equivalent of skinny jeans. Down the sideline. That's a brilliant catch by Pope. And he's got a first down, Miami. Wow, what an adjustment.
The Eric was throwing that to me.
I tell you what, he drops another one, Marty, right out of the air into the hands of Pope. They just give him a chance to make a play. And how about the job the receivers are doing for Miami, and in particular Pope on that play, giving D'Eriq room in which to throw the ball.
742 total yards in our ball game so far. 31-24. Miami trying to tie the game with about 5 minutes to go, third quarter, as D'Eriq King wants to throw off the pump for the end zone. He dropped another one in. Pope one more time back in the end zone.
Unbelievable. I mean, just the pinpoint accuracy and the chemistry now with his receivers. Pope, Hartley, Mallory, the tight end, was involved early. But they are coming at him again. He recognizes man coverage. Just drops one right into Pope. Nice little delay on the part of Pope. It's fun to watch.
I mean, D'Eriq King is hitting the center of the bullseye on some of these passes tonight. There was some question coming in about the deep ball and how accurate it can be. He tuned that up at 6 of 7 on balls 20+ down the field against Virginia, and he has been outstanding with the deep ball tonight, Andre. Fourth tie tonight. This one at 31 all. Friday night has become a scoring bonanza. And this is Bam Knight from in the end zone off the spin. Bam Knight to the races. And he gets by the kicker. Bam Knight is in.
My eyes have yet to prove me wrong. I'm watching this young man on film, and I'm just in amazement how hard he is to bring down. This combination of size and speed and quickness and everything else you want to mix in as a football player or a guy that carries the football. He is it. I'm telling you, Jason, we're going to watch this young man play on Sunday afternoons. Talk about a response from NC State after Miami goes right down the field. And Bam Knight is showing out tonight.
Borregales actually didn't have a bad angle on him.
It's too strong to bring him down when he's at that speed, though.
And that was definitely full speed. So Manny Diaz and his special teams give up a gash to young Bam Knight.
But now, you know, they are well aware that they are in, you know, a fireworks situation offensively, that they've got to match points from here to the house.
Knighton puts it on the ground and picks it back up. Does he have one in him? Knighton on the attack across the 25-yard line.
Oh, what a good time we're having on Friday night.
Hey, you can't help but. There's 69 points on the board. You got the kicker getting run over and making a tackle anyway.
That's beautiful.
We got a lot of football left. De'Aaron King on the throw. He's got Wiggins on the screen to the 30-yard line. And it'll be second down. You know, you have to appreciate Trenton Gill, though. He said, come on, bring it. Doors open. Let's go.
He brought it all right. Oh, boy. See if Mr. King can get his football team back in this thing.
Miami's been third and long a lot this season. He had Mallory in the slot. He goes the other direction over the middle, and he's got Wiggins one more time, so they get about 15 of them.
And they get it right back to third and short. And now you got all the options, and it's the advantage of the offense here.
Ball's on the deck. King's after it, and he does dive on top of it. Does he end up with it is the question. And it looks like the answer is yes. He was fighting with Peyton Wilson, who had a crack at it.
Well, you see the mesh point there. King wanted to keep it. He could see that the outside linebacker, Vi Jones, pinching down inside on the run. And he wants to pull it out, but Harris wants to keep it. And then the ball's on the ground. But had De'Aaron King been able to pull that one, we might still be talking about a long touchdown run.
It was nearly also the first turnover of the ball game, as Thayer Thomas has not had much of a chance in the return game, as Headley puts it down at the 27-yard line. So NC State will have it up 7. 2:25 to go in the third in Raleigh. Hockman drops it in beautifully. The freshman Porter Rooks out of Charlotte. First down, NC State.
Tell you what, Hockman looks like an experienced vet. His 6th career start tonight. He looks like he's played a lot more football than that. He's been, you know, precise in how he reads the defense, and the ball's coming out. Just playing with a ton of confidence right now.
Hockman stands tall and nearly intercepted. Blade's got a hand on it, which allowed Bolden then to clean out the receiver, and it's second down.
Maybe just short arm this one. He's trying to put so much touch on it to C.J. Riley that he just leaves it a little bit short, and that's in the area of the playmaker, Al Blades. Usually he's going to come down with those. Two interceptions to his credit already this season.
Had a couple of them last year as well, after playing mostly special teams 2 years ago. Under a minute, third quarter. They will screen it, and it's tipped and incomplete. So Jalen Phillips, again, the UCLA transfer, got a hand up.
He is some player. Extremely athletic, practices hard, and plays hard every single down. Just loves the game and brings tremendous energy every single day to their program.
That dude had 21 sacks as a high school senior in the state of California.
Crazy. Crazy. That's really good football out west.
On third down, it's a draw. and NC State will get about 5 yards on the run per person. So now, Andre, you going field goal or you going for it on 4th down and 5?
I'm going to go field goal. Christopher Dunn has been pretty good this year. Very accurate. They get his range is about 55 and in. Dave Doran told us yesterday, so they're confident in this from this yardage for him.
I say line up for it. Don't kick it when we come back in the 4th quarter, and go for it. Try and put the game away. 38-31. NC State trying to go up 2 scores. It's a field goal attempt for Christopher Dunn. Instead, it's Dunn from 53 on what could have been a 1st down for NC State. Dunn drives it toward the uprights, and it is good.
Love the celebration. Love it. Love it.
High level kicker energy right there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it gets up and plenty long enough. You just wondered if it was going to be high enough, but it had plenty of distance. And NC State up by 2 scores now.
But a loss here would be massively damaging to De'Aaron King, who said he wanted to play at Miami. He wanted to transfer because he wanted to play on a stage like Joe Burrow got to last year in the national championship game. On the toss, Cameron Harris got to the outside, and he's tracked down by Vi Jones. 2nd down for Miami with 13 and change to go in the 4th.
Keep the ball moving. Keep moving the chains. Find your way into the end zone. Plenty of time left in this game where you don't have to start taking risk and going over the top to try to score in one play to hurry things along. You got plenty of time.
De'Aaron King's been playing quarterback since he was 3 years old. And he's going to run it himself and gets to the outside and gets cartwheeled down for a 1st down. It is Miami football just short of midfield. 2 minutes into quarter number 4. Largest deficit tonight for Miami on a Friday night. This is Jalen Knighton, the freshman on the run. His nickname is Rooster. When he was at Deerfield Beach High School, Jalen Knighton had a big shock of red hair, and his coaches, when he would go for a long run, would yell, "There goes Rooster," and it stuck.
Physical runner for his size at 5'10", 190 pounds, but very, very talented young man.
King to Mallory. And the tight end roving through the secondary just short of the 20.
Well, that's not going to hurt his average. Came in averaging over around 20 yards per reception. A touchdown pass on their first drive of the game, and continuing to do work here late.
King up top. This is nearly intercepted. Off the deflection, Jakeem Harris had a chance at it. And it's 2nd down.
That would have been his first interception of the year. Jakeem Harris over the top and helping out his linebacker Isaiah Moore. A game of inches, they call it.
Would have been the first turnover of the ball game as Miami playing without Brevin Jordan. So Mallory, the top tight end tonight. Jordan unavailable, but not due to the same injury, as that is high. And it's brought in by Wiggins. So 3rd down. Miami came in about 2 yards of play fewer this year without Brevin Jordan on the field. They have 31 points tonight, but he's always a useful guy. Third and 11. The reserve tight end Larry Hodges in scramble mode to the slot.
Gonna play some zone here. Wondering if Benny Gibson was going to bring the house again, but they're going to play zone.
Game with only 3. King has to scan. He's got a throw on the go, and it's incomplete to the end zone. So Miami, down 2 scores, will take the field goal try.
Regardless, as you mentioned, has been
Number 52 for Miami has
just
changed
about
his jersey to
perfect.
number 86.
They talked about him having an effect on this program in the same light that De'Aaron King has had this last year. Horrible in the kicking game.
Big time weapon, Borregales, and it is good. 41-34. Well, Friday night seems to be a points magnet. We haven't had a winning team under 40 in weeks. NC State will get it back up 41-34 as Bam Knight is back to receive, and he will not have a chance this time after a 100-yard house ball earlier. This is a run, and down goes the runner Houston, and he got yanked down hard by Silvera.
I mean, tremendous penetration up front. Silvera right there. I mean, he just took Grant Gibson right to the ball carrier. That is a big dude.
Hockman, second down throw, and he'll get a couple of the yards back, but not a whole lot in Mezzi, and it's third down for NC State.
Trying to get about half of it on second down, to where you set yourself up where you can convert on third down. And now what you don't want Bailey Hockman to do is try to do too much. Do a catch and run for the first down, but you're not throwing the coverage. Don't make a mistake here that will cost your team.
No turnovers so far in the game, under 10 minutes to go.
That one-on-one at the bottom of the screen. Miami's going to bring heat, and they're going to play man across the board. See him sliding down. Now he's got what he wants down at the bottom here.
He's going to run away from the pressure down to the bottom. A big hit as the ball goes flying away, and NC State is going to have to punt as Hockman got pummeled.
Looks like he's trying to set up a screen again to the back. Houston.
Number 27 has changed his jersey to number 32.
Irvin Hall back to receive. Gill, the punter. One-score game. Miami looks to get it back. A lot of pointing at the line. Line drive kick. Hall's wrapped up at the 35-yard line. Miami will have it in a 7-point game next. Miami here trailing by 7 with the ball back, and behind a block from Harris, De'Aaron King tried to turn the corner, and he got threaded out of bounds by Jones. Second down.
They're just trying to outflank NC State's defense to get them in a second down and maybe medium situation. But I tell you what, NC State's playing sideline to sideline right now.
King again keeps it himself, and he jogs inside to cut it loose across midfield and well across the 40-yard line. De'Aaron King slicing through past a missed tackle from Jackson.
Nice 27-yard run as he shows it inside and then breaks a couple of tackles, makes a few guys miss, and boy, that he is one tough competitor. He is competing tonight.
He hands it off this time. Cameron Harris, strong run, and he dives to the marker for yet another first down. So Miami's cooking with under 9 to go.
De'Aaron King on the night 327 yards passing, and he's got at 100 yards on the ground. Just trying to will his team across the finish line.
De'Aaron King got waylaid on that throw, and he still hit a strike to Pope. My goodness.
If you don't believe, you believe now in this young man. Watch this. They bring the heat right in his face, and he throws an absolute dime, standing right in the pocket, facing the pressure.
Man, what a play from De'Aaron King. And now this is a run for Knighton's second down. King and Kyle Trask were battling in high school for the quarterback job at Manville. King better fit the offense, but they played together, they've trained together, and now big-time quarterbacks in the state of Florida. Second down run, 3rd and goal. What's your play call here?
I may show it inside to Knighton and have King get King on the edge, either where it's a roll or just a straight run. They've run it a couple of times where they have Harris lead him, and then he's just trying to get to the edge and get in the end zone. They've had a pretty good deal of success with that. But it would definitely be in his hands in terms of an RPO of some sort.
Give the option, runner pass. Harris, the running back. Hodges, the tight end. Play clock moving down. De'Aaron King off the low snap, rolling out, has the choice, and diving to the goal line. He is just short by a half a yard. De'Aaron King short.
Larry Hodges was the intended receiver, and I'm not sure if he didn't slip or stumble out of the route. King was ready to go to him and saw him stumble. Well, they're actually going a totally different direction by kicking the field goal here.
Wow. Miami kicks to make it a 4-point game, assuming they'll see it again down 4. We'll find out together. After something much less than a joyride at the goal line, Manny Diaz decided to kick a field goal down 7, Andre Ware. What do you think?
Yeah, I think if the field goal brought me to within 3, I might kick it, but otherwise I'm going for it in that situation because there's no guarantee that the way NC State is operating, and we talked about that a little bit before the break, is they're operating. You have to consider how your defense is playing, the other team's offense. We may not get the ball back with a chance to tie the game again. So I would have gone for it there.
Borregales on the approach. Bam Knight to receive if he has the chance. He will not. NC State to the 25, but first get his own bobblehead doll at some point after that. Hockman to throw on the run, and Hockman is on target, rolling the pocket for a first down to Devin Carter.
Well, they get, I guess, bottles of syrup for pancake blocks. The offensive lineman, that's their reward. That's some good stuff.
Hey, that's a win for any offensive lineman, man. Get you some breakfast. First down. Bam Knight turning his back.
Yeah.
Really good after the contact tonight.
You ever hear the phrase of getting skinny in the hole, where you make yourself small? He is absolutely fantastic at doing that. You never get a shot on Bam Knight. Where he sees guys coming, he's able to react, gets his body smaller, able to wedge his way through, and when there's nothing there, you wind up with some kind of game.
Brooks in motion, and nothing there for Knight. That is Nesta Jade Silvera on the stop. 3rd down, and a huge chance for Miami to get the ball back. Again, they're a game back in the loss column of 1st and 2nd in the ACC, and could pick up a game with a win tonight with Notre Dame and Clemson playing tomorrow.
Got to be on alert for some pressure here if you're Bailey Hockman trying to pick up this first down. Here they come.
Roche at the bottom, Phillips at the top. Those talented defensive ends. Now pressure hops from the slot, and they will bring 5 and get there. Hockman goes down. It was Corey Couch from the slot who got in there first, along with Phillips.
And it's the one mistake all night, and it comes at the wrong time for Bam Knight. He misses the blitzer off the edge, and that allows Couch to get to the doorstep of Bailey Hockman, and Miami's going to get it back again.
Irvin Hall to return the punt from Gill, who's only booted 2 tonight. Punt safe for Miami, looking for a return for Hall. On the drift, put it on the carpet. Now gives some ground, and he's inside the 20-yard line, Andre.
Boy, tough. It started bad, and you turn it, you have it go from bad to worse. Luckily, he got the ball back. If there are any other NC State players around, that ball might have been recovered by the team in black, and then he goes backwards.
De'Aaron King, under 4 to go. He gets spun around and just barely got it away, it looked like. Isaiah Moore had him hog-tied, and King did not have his knee down, at least was the initial call. A bunch of yards on the line here as he was inside the 15, and now a flag for grounding.
Yeah.
It's offense number 1. Penalty is also down at the spot of the foul. Second down.
All right, Matt Austin, our rules expert here. Matt, what do you think of that call?
This is a very good call. The ball was snapped on the hash mark. The quarterback, in order to avoid intentional grounding, needs to get outside the tackle box and get the ball beyond the line of scrimmage. I don't think he got outside the tackle box even close. So I think this is a very good call.
He was definitely inside the tackle box, and so King actually gets harmed by getting rid of it instead of taking the sack, although the intelligent play was to try to find a receiver. 2nd and 18 for De'Aaron King. Stepping up, King down the middle, and he's got it. Harley down the seam, first down, Hurricanes.
Boy, no pressure whatsoever, right? You know, just no problem. Just step right into a throw in the middle of 2 deep zone and hit Mike Hartley right down the middle for a first down.
Cameron Harris, a first down run for the Hurricanes. And again, De'Aaron King, when he decided to transfer, he moved away from home. He had to go somewhere else, even with all the trouble that he's had in his family with his mom's illness, his father passing away in February. But De'Aaron King wanted games like this and moments like this, and you see the numbers tonight. King keeps it this time. Over the top and incomplete. Couple of defenders there, including Dunlap, who got a hand on it. 3rd and 7.
Yeah, we saw Dunlap leave the game earlier with cramps, but they told us he was playing as well as anybody in the secondary, and it's because of his length that he's able to get there. That's a wide open receiver. Dunlap goes 6'4", 220, playing corner, so it's hard to get the ball into windows when he's in the area.
Now with 3 timeouts, you wouldn't necessarily have to go for it, but you would likely go for it from this position on the field at the 46-yard line. But Manny Diaz played the last possession very conservatively. 3rd down and 7. De'Aaron King has Harley, who keeps his feet. Harley is off, and Harley scores! Big play theater continues to Friday night.
With Manny Diaz gambled on his defense. They repay him for the gamble with getting themselves off the field. And then here comes Miami, and they're in the end zone with the lead. What a night for De'Aaron King.
Borregales for the extra point, and Harley, who used to be a West Virginia Mountaineer with a defensive coordinator, Tony Gibson, was there. He's now at Miami for this.
It's a simple slant route. You see the pressure's coming in the middle of the field, wide open. I love the route because Harley flattens it out, makes it a little bit easier throw for De'Aaron King, who's staring down a bunch of loose blitzers coming in his face and gets it out on time. Raleigh's able to keep his balance, and then it's just a foot race to the end zone.
Brett Lashley told us that with De'Ara King, the thing he loves most about him is every day you get the same guy, every situation you get the same guy. Highly talented, always consistent, and that young man, we saw it done, hit from 53 earlier. Hoffman off the tip, and there's the first turnover tonight. Intercepted by DJ Ivey for Miami.
Will we get to see the turnover chain?
Here comes the 305 chain.
In and out of the intended receiver's hands. A little bit thrown a little bit wide of Emezi. And right into the hands of Ivey, who's sitting right outside as a corner, waiting on that one. And here we go with the
Florida around
turnover chain.
DJ Ivey.
Yeah. Love it. Love it.
There have been a lot of turnover items on the sideline, but the original comes out tonight. And now Miami trying to put this game away on a first down run for Cameron Harris. And NC State with 2 timeouts is going to have to use its second of the second half right here. When De'Ara King got to Manville High School, there were 8 quarterbacks on the roster. 6 of them transferred. King and Kyle Trask were left. And now they're both playing huge roles in the state of Florida at the quarterback position in college football 2020.
Well, he has sent a message to the ACC and the rest of the country. Blitz me if you want. Question my deep ball throwing if you want. Just go look up the NC State film.
De'Ara King on 3rd down. Got the edge, got a first down, and he goes down smartly at the 10-yard line. What a smart play. He could have scored, and unlike Daniel Jones, he decided to fall intentionally.
His job there, just smart. Always thinking the game through, knowing the situation. That is part of playing the position to keep your team in a position to win. And realizing that NC State, they're out of timeouts, the exact perfect thing to do.
So with the timeout, with the play clock at 40, Miami just has to take a couple of knees to run this thing down. And the Miami Hurricanes, with opportunity on the horizon, with Clemson and Notre Dame playing tomorrow, will pick up a game on somebody in the ACC standings, and second place gets you to the title game in Charlotte. There are tiebreaker scenarios. It could go down to the 5th tiebreaker if it's Notre Dame, but this is a must-have that De'Ara King and Miami are going to get tonight. Miami's coaches say, get away. We got this game. We don't need any post-play malfeasance.
Right.
Miami was down by 10, 41-31 with 11 minutes left, Andre Ware. And Manny Diaz decided to kick a field goal that's going to end up being the deciding vote in this Friday night football game.
Ooh, what? He bet on his defense, and they came through for him. And got the ball back with a chance to put De'Ara King in a situation to lead him down and win the ball game, and he did exactly that.
Woo. Friday
What a
night,
night, partner.
yeah, Friday night energy starting to feel like Joe Test in the Mountain West back in the day now. 44-41, Miami over NC State is your final score. From Marty Smith, Andre Ware, our entire crew, Jason Benetti saying farewell. John Anderson, Michael Eaves, you guys have SportsCenter. You got to top this. Good luck.